And Jakba, 32,462 Nigerians apply for passports in 2 weeks. CBN's power play, what lies beneath the banking drama? And there's also some talks about that have been raised because of the reports of CBN offices relocating to Lagos, as well as FAN offices relocating to Lagos. I know some of the northern groups have been speaking very speaking against that and very concerned. Arawa, one of those as well. Well, let's see how it goes. Democracy, Governance and the Nigerian Constitution by Usman Sarki. Find out what they're saying there on the Vanguard newspaper. Implement NSAS reports. US tells federal government. You'd also find that on the Vanguard newspaper. Let's see what the Nation holds for us this morning. On the Nation newspaper, also very interesting, tiers of government share 1.1 trillion naira from Federation account revenue. That's on the Nation. This one says UK seeks removal of barriers to investment. You heard Anthony Blinken and all he had to say on his Africa tour. This one says shake up in police intelligence operations. Find out details. You'd have that on the Nation newspaper. President promises development of Niger Delta at meeting with monarchs. You would also find that one on the Nation newspaper this morning. On Facebook, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. WhatsApp 0809-030-6416. And if you missed the news, let me refresh your mind for those who listened and those who missed it. Well, here are a few headlines. Rivers elders to appeal as court strikes out suit challenging peace pact. Rivers State government regrets court judgment despite withdrawal of case. EFCC to arraign former governor of Anambra State for fraud. And President Tinubu receives U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, just to mention a few of them. Let's quickly take some messages on WhatsApp. We would have to start with the calls when we return from a commercial. In the meantime, let's see what you're saying on WhatsApp. Again, 0809-030-6416 is the WhatsApp number. Please, you would have to endeavor to keep your messages very brief on WhatsApp. Some of you write an epistle, a whole epistle. The Eche local government chairman could have built a 600 capacity hospital, which would benefit the people more. This is perhaps part of the reason why Nigerians would go to a church to seek healing rather than go to the hospital. Wanaimi Dembo Esquire. Another person says, good morning. I wish to advise the governor to address this issue of political differences with his predecessor to avoid tarnishing his reputation. I don't see him as a die-hard politician. Dokubo Ajumogo. Fidelis says the Temple of Justice is now becoming the Temple of Shame in this country. The Rivers State is a sorry state. I'm very sure the Abuja judgment is an eye-opener to the governor to know that all that glitters isn't gold. Join him to sit up now or else it will be ridiculed out of office. Aboyo Kinsley from Rumokuta sent that one. This one says it's laughable how people are calling for peace between the minister and the governor and nobody's calling for justice. Why? Clever Sonny sent that one. Greetings, Mr. Ifeemi. This person says Rivers crisis. Court strikes out suit challenging Tinubu's intervention. This is unfair. Without hearing from both sides, all hope is not lost. Owanate Clinton West. Good morning. Presenter, those political impasse and court litigations in Rivers State will only retard development. A political leader should drop their ego and think of the state. Elder Joel Adolphus from Degema. We've had conversations around this. If you would ask, do they do what they do for their interest or the interest of Rivers people? And I'm sure you gave your answers that day we had the conversation. This person here says, good morning, Andrew. Lorenzo Delight. Kudos to Kebbi Troops for releasing kidnapped victims. NNPC Limited should supply products to marketers. Until parties involved in this crisis caution their supporters from making derogatory statement, this peace settlement may linger. That the GO of RCCG coming to Ichie land, that's a blessing. Kudos. All right, we'll go for a very short commercial now. When we come back, we'll take your calls and more messages. Stay tuned.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.
6. Let's get back into it. My name is Ifeyemi Andrew, and I'd prefer if you call me Ifeyemi for short. So let's go. 0817-923-0003 and 0817-923-0007. Numbers to call. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Now, those are the phone numbers on WhatsApp. It's 0809-030-6416. Then you can go to Facebook, where it's a lot of fun, by the way. Plenty of banters ongoing here on the Facebook comment section, but do well to like the page. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That's the page. Do well to like it, and then you don't only get to listen, you can watch us live, and you can also interact with every other content that we've put up there. So let me start with Facebook. Odinaka Chiwoike says the judiciary should not allow itself to be used as an object of mockery in the ongoing political crisis in the state. Jafet Ibekwe says the judiciary should not allow itself to be used. Okay, I think Ibekwe from Igboeche. Let's keep it short. It is simply agreed that if a defendant withdraws a matter against him in court without a mutual agreement with the plaintiff, that means he has admitted all the offenses against him. I think it's a trick against the governor. I'm not a lawyer. I cannot confirm that. Honorable Patrick Amadi, Association of Livestock Managers and Food Product River State Chapter is not deemed for financial assistance, not demanding financial assistance from the Ministry of Agriculture, only informing them that such association is existing in the state from the federal government. There's a lot with this. People would say to do tax. I think I heard collection of tax and whose duty. I think the government would have to also, because when tax collection is now involved, inspection is now involved, then there's a lot. Are you inspecting the livestock of your members only? The taxes, we don't know whether you are authorized to collect those taxes if you have to collect those taxes. So at the end of the day, the state government would have to give a point to it, and I'm pretty sure the union and the government will come to some arrangement, and then we would know. If the government wants to work with the union, it's understandable, then they can come to some middle ground on this and see how they can partner together and ensure that what we eat is safe. Ogo Ojone Justice says one should have expected that the governor understands the politics of the terrain before he joined it. It's just pitiful, the situation he has found himself. Promise Amechi, Nigerian judges no longer have conscience. They've been bought. That's what I would say. Good morning, Andrew, and give the judiciary some accolades for telling the world that they can't interpret our laws again. What a mess. That's hilarious beef there. I mean, the messages continue to flow in. It's just rushing in on Facebook. Be a part of it. We'll be taking more of those messages. But first, let's go now to the phone lines. Akanto is in Bori. Please, let's keep our contributions very short and straight to the point. No beating around the bush. Thank you. Akanto, good morning.
Good morning, my friend Andrew. How are you doing this morning?
Fine, thank you. Go ahead.
There is the group in Obiapo warned Chijoke of meddling into the political affairs. I think Chijoke represents the youth of River State that came out to the election to vote for His Excellency St. Kubara. So he's not a member or a cabinet member of River State government, but he's a defender of the youth, and the youth of River State, including I, supported him. And we against any aid motive against the governor of River State. So such clamor should not be seen as any good omen. Chijoke will represent the River State youth. Then the governor of River State, the River State government declared the court case against him. But see, that is why River State government under the State is ready for peace 100%. But the other side, they are not ready for peace. Please, let's give peace a chance in River State. Finally, the police in Bori, please, I'm begging the police in Bori, remove that blockage on the road. It's causing a whole lot of accidents at the divisional police checkpoint at Bori. All
right, thank you very much, Akanto. God's time is Nanelga. God's time, good morning.
Good morning, Ifeyemi.
Welcome. Go on, please.
River State government declared a judgment against the Abuja High Court. Ifeyemi, I have always told people that it's seems the other divides are not ready for peace. Because if you look at it critically, in the 8-point agenda, they signed peace pact in Abuja, Asrog precisely. They said each party should withdraw their cases from court, which the Rivers State government, I don't know, but I heard some news that they obliged and they withdrew some. But in this particular case, I don't see any reason why the judge, Omotosho, should deliver a judgment on a case that the president has already warned both parties to withdraw from. That shows that in that end, there is no peace yet. They are seeking for whatever thing they are seeking for. And the Rivers State government should try as much as possible to avert this situation. If not, it might lead to some litigation outside the government. And Rivers Elders again saying they will appeal over the talking away of their case in the court. I think with the way the lawyer sounded, I don't think the judge Chiwendu was even able to listen to the case in place. He just dived into the jurisdiction or not capable of handling the case. I think we should try as much as possible.
All right, thank you.
Most especially in the judiciary.
Let's go to Stanley now. Stanley Nelelewan, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Stanley.
Yes, National Youth Council of Nigeria, Obibo chapter, gives Ikure local government chairman 48 hours to apologize to the governor and the Chiokewu. I want to call on the governor this morning to call these guys to order. This chaos they are trying to cause in Rivers State, it won't go well. What they are doing is to cause trouble, more trouble for the governor. The governor should call them to order because, to me, I believe they are distracting the governor. His tenure has started running. They should allow the man to concentrate on governance. The father of the nation, talking about President Mohamed Tinubu, has called the governor and asked him, look, do this thing. I expect the governor to implement these things and focus on governance instead of him for these people to be distracting him. What they are doing is just to distract him and collect money from him. At the end of the day, they will be the same people to ask him, what did you achieve for 4 years? Nothing. Problem here and there. I call them Urina crisis. Even the elders, they are all Urina crisis. This elder statement, that is all these elder statements, they never supported Fubara in the first place. They never supported.
Okay, Stanley, thank you.
Forget about them and concentrate on governance.
All right, JJ in Rumigbo, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning.
Yeah, morning to you, JJ. Go on.
Andrew, you have been here in Rivers State. If you have a right to support a candidate and you also have a right to support another candidate, if campaign is over and governance has started, and you decide to support governance because the man is doing well, is there anything wrong there? So the issue of whether they supported or they didn't support is not material right now because campaign has passed and governance has started, and they are saying that don't distract the one that is in governance right now. But my Oga, Joe Johnson, saying that the judgment Omotosho gave, I would call it an ambush because of the peace pact that was signed. The governor's team has gone there to say, look, we want to obey the president's order and withdraw our own. They now took advantage of the heavy wind that blew, fall all the plantain, and put it on the head of the heavy wind. So for me, I don't think it's a good one. Somebody is trying to be peaceful while others are trying to ambush. It's not making any sense. And the stakeholders in Ward 14, Rupoku, saying that Kijoke Uwon, I didn't hear them mention the chairman of Ikwe local government, Samuel Wanosike. It takes two to tango, for goodness sake. Not calling out Kijoke Uwon. And you are calling the one that is even an hardliner. Conclusively, Andrew, I want to ask what is happening to the NNPCL. If you drive around Port Harcourt, you don't see fuel in any of the filling stations. I was like calculating, is it that want to increase price or the price wants to drop, they should just save us all this analysis.
All right,
driving, analyzing, and all those. It can cause accidents.
Thank you.
So
Thank you very much.
Let them do the right thing so that we.
The numbers to call still remain 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0003. Let's go to Golden. Golden in Port Harcourt. Good morning.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
I want to talk about the Japa issue. Nigerians, if you want a Japa, it's better you Japa now, because if you Japa, if you are able to Japa, that means they advance, so that some people who are not employed will be employed, because we have a lot of unemployed people in the nation, and everybody is crying. They need work. If you want to go now, you go, so that the unemployed one will be employed. The only problem in the nation here is not there is job, no job. There is job, but the problem is how much can they pay? Even selling filling station attendants, there are jobs, but how much do they pay? Even doing one thing or the other, people, I don't know, do you need job or do you need money? So that's the problem. A lot of people need money, not even job. If you need job, there are a lot of jobs that you can do, minor job and the major job. They are here in the country. If you went to Japan, you free other people to work. Talking about River State, what we need in River State is peace. Because I tried to put myself in the governor's shoe. I discovered that it's a difficult task. It's not an easy thing. The governor, I wonder where he is now, what he'll be feeling. Because all this crisis that is rocking the state, some people are for, some people are against. And people who are for governor is doing his own thing, they will say no. Governor have gone outside. This is how I want it. They will say no. And you try to put the governor on hold. Governor don't know whether to left or right. Confusing the governor.
All right, Golden.
Why not allow him to walk so that River State will be at peace? Please.
All right, Golden. Thank you very much. Let's go to good news in Port Harcourt now. Good news. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother.
All right, go on.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Let me start with William Diana to be arraigned in court by the SEC for fraud below and misappropriation of votes. I think that when this on time finished, the new governor or thereabouts, the authorities have started looking to the books and they think they found him wanting. That thing too should also go to almost all the governors in Nigeria. My brother, I remember last year we were discussing when they said President Buhari approved 3 million naira for 5,000 persons per state, and some few states 3,000 persons, or 5 million for small-scale medium development. Now, it was said that in Ondo or Ogun, they only gave to 200, the governors gave to 200 persons of 250,000 or 300,000 respectively, and the rest thousands, the money left. In the one of all the states, it was being asked in the Senate floor. The one of Silver State, I'm here to hear that 3 million naira is given to each person from the presidency. I think that for COVID-19 palliative or something like that. And questions are supposed to be asked all governors. Something for River State, small governor Wike, that I don't know what is happening. That Obiano should go ask us, but relevant questions should be asked. And for the issue of the River State judges, the judgment that went on, and counter judgment. See, politics is by force or by love, wayo or by force. If you get there, your fellow man carry wayo play collector from you, he consign you. After the Fuka should wake up. Let us see how today's judgment will go between Fuka and Antonio Cole.
All right.
I pray Antonio Cole gets the judgment. My name is Guru from Port Harcourt.
All right, good news. Thank you. Later, Barry from Bori. Good morning. I lost that call. The number to call still is 0817-923-0007. 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Let's go to Facebook now. John Amadi, judiciary should provide justice and stop talking sideways. We're tired of kangaroo judgments. Obioma Noble, the judgment delivered by Justice Amatosha is a clear indication that the common man has lost confidence in our only hope, you mean. Victory Kemjika Wosu says, good morning, Ifemi. State is now becoming a lawless one. It's not how someone, if not, how will someone insult the office of the governor and still stand his ground in Rivers State? Kejika Wosu from Emoa, you sent that one in. Skillful Piro says, those going to court against peace talk signed in Abuja are wasting their time. Tinubu's promise full application of PIA. President should match his words with action. Christian Williams says, kudos to Dr. Obinayama for building the temple of God. What a beat to serve. Okay. Christian Williams, you sent that one in. Keep the messages coming in. We have lots of them on Facebook. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle on Facebook. So like the page and drop your comments on WhatsApp. Lots of messages as well. Let's take a few of them. The former governor should let the present governor concentrate. Bello sent that one in. This is not good for Rivers people. The judgment delivered by Justice Motosho is a clear indication. I think we already took that one on Facebook, so no need to repeat it on WhatsApp. Good morning, Ifemi. Please, why shouldn't the court throw out the case instituted by elders? What tier of government does the elders belong to? Olujays. But anybody can go and institute a case in court now. You don't have to belong to government. If you have something to challenge and it's within the constitution, you go challenge it in court. It's your right. You can go to the court, get a lawyer and represent you and say, this agreement, according to this section, that section, I think it's infringing on and then the court will look at it. Good morning. Did you see why I said earlier that the governor shouldn't have signed those agreements with the president in the FCT? Now see what's happening to him through the courts. Engineer Don from Eliparawon. Another one says, good morning. Tinubu promise. Okay, we already took that on Facebook, so let's leave that out. For me, the elders are part of the problem in Rivers State. The governor should call them to order. Godfrey sent that one in. Let's hear from Mufasa and then Temple. Mufasa from NTA Road. Good morning.
Yeah, hi Andrew. Good morning.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, quick one. Rivers elders and stakeholders have said that they will appeal Justice Shiwedu's pronouncement. For me, I think that is a way to go. In as much as we're having our doubts and concerns about what is happening in the judiciary, we will not lose hope. I want to encourage them to continue to toll this civilized path that they are taking. And anybody who is saying that the state governor should call people who are interested in justice to order should understand that as a citizen of this country, you are well within your rights to question certain things going on in the corridors of power. Nobody can caution you unless you feel satisfied with how you are being governed by the leaders. And for those stakeholders, PDP stakeholders in Rupoku, saying that the governor should caution Ambassador Chijioke Nwuwo, I equally want to say that Ambassador Chijioke Nwuwo represents the youth of Rivers State. And whatever he's doing it in the interest of Rivers State youth. I equally want to call on these so-called PDP stakeholders in Rupoku should also look at the statement credited to Samuel Wanosike, the chairman of Ikwe local government, when he insulted Rivers people by calling the government of Rivers State foolish. I think everybody should be concerned about that statement. That is what we should be talking about. That's my position this morning. Have a nice day.
All right. Thank you very much, Mufasa. Temple, good morning.
Good morning, the very distinguished.
All right, Temple, go ahead. Fine, thank you.
Yes, I think on this area, looking at the counter accusation and bantering of words, I want to appeal to our party acting chairman, Chukwuemeka Aaron. Since this issue started, lingering, I haven't heard him say something. These are PDP members. These are PDP members with different, interests. So please, for the interest of the party and for the interest of Rivers State, we need you to say something at this point to caution these persons. Oh, we are all talking about peace. But in the mind of some persons, there is no peace. And nobody is even interested in talking about justice when in a situation we are calling on peace. And how can peace come when there is no justice? Is it not abnormal? Please, sir, say something for the sake of the party and for the sake of governance and for the sake of the development of River State. I'm appealing to you, sir. Things are going wrong. And very distinguished Femi Andrew, please appeal to NMPC. If you can transmit this message to them, that there is a need for them to tell us what is really happening between the marketers and those at the NMPC board. Very important. And I want to appeal to EFCC. They should stay away, or will I say, move away from this approval of body language anti-corruption fight. It is not. It's abnormal that if you are not a part of the ruling party, you look at it, EFCC will grab you at any point in time. If we must do the needful, some of the former presidents, you talk about some of the former governors, even LGA chairman, nobody is even talking about them, but go to their local government, nothing like development. Some of them.
All right, Temple, thank you. Let's go over to Rumo Lumeni now. Yeah. Thank you, Temple. We have to move on. We're already running out of time. Solution, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yes, I want to thank the police in Kebbi State for being able to rescue the security military, right, that rescued the kidnapped victim in Kebbi State. That one is a good one. And also, in Abuja, River State and other states where we are having severe cases of kidnapping, I think one of the things that is making it to be on the increase is lack of concentration. For example, police in River State also, they are lacking, they are not concentrating. For example, if you are going to Akwa Ibom State here or Imo State here, you will see plenty policemen on the highway. What are they concentrating for? 20 naira. If you kidnap person and put the person in the boot, you will travel to Uyo to Calabar free of charge. Policemen will not catch you. By the time you just get to that Ogoni Road to Uyo Road, just give them 200 naira. Free of charge, you go. Please let them concentrate. By the time they forget, in fact, they should give them instruction not to take paper again. That paper is making them to lose concentration. By the time if they not give them 200 naira, then next you see, pack, bring the paper, pack, bring the paper. Meanwhile, there is insecurity. Inspector General of Police, please, ban police people from.
All right, thank
paper.
you very much. We'll take one more call. We'll take one more call from Isaiah, and that will be it for the calls. We'll take messages and go for a commercial. Hello, Isaiah. Good morning.
Yes, Andrew, good morning.
Welcome.
Yes, Andrew, it's very unfortunate that there is no end to this political side taking in River State. Yeah, you see people supporting this person and the other person. It is not wrong to support anybody, but at least it is better we stand for the truth. Now, today you see judges also taking sides and it's causing confusion here and there in the state, thereby chasing investors and putting the state into economic comatose. I think it is very wrong. Now, those who are against Chijoke Iwuomo, tell me what crime has the young man committed? Because the man stood for the truth. Now, the crime that was committed by the executive chairman of Ikwere, where he used a derogative word against an executive governor, can it be done in any part? Can any governor of a state use such a language against the incumbent president of this country? And that person will go scot-free. So these are the things. I think it is
all right, Isaiah.
We stand for the truth and say the truth. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Let's see some more messages on Facebook. David Victoria, every day we wake up to hear one group is out to affirm their support for their brother. I will continue to say that we have here in River State a tribal war, and I need the Joe group to retaliate. David Victoria. All right. Emeoka, good morning. Ifiemi, states and local government shares over 1.13 trillion naira improved revenue after subsidy removal. For the month of December, politicians should try to utilize the money for betterment of the citizenry. Well, that's the much we'll take on the newspaper review segment. Let's, for now, take a pause. More messages, perhaps a few on WhatsApp and some more on Facebook after we return. Stay with us.
You are tuned in to 92.3 Nigeria Info. You are